So, for the reflection on my 90 minutes, I felt like I hit all of the objectives in terms of like setting the session out, the grounding, the asanas, um, the relaxation, and the breath work. I know because last time I missed out the breath work, so I remember to get that in this time. So I feel like that I did manage to do that. I do feel like perhaps I could have slowed down um, the asanas a little bit and slowed the breathing down. I think that's something that I'd like to work on next time. Um, because I know that I wanted to work on my mat placement. I felt like I did do that in the 90 minutes, and on my confidence in terms of teaching, I did feel like that's improving, and also like with the adjustments and things, I feel like I'm getting more confident with being able to know how and where to move people because I've like been practicing it a little bit like with my friends. And Tracy's feedback when we finished, she said that she felt that um, the adjustments that I made were appropriate because it did make it harder for her. So she felt like that there were appropriate adjustments basically. I felt like I did the warm up well. Um, I do feel like another development that I could work on. So I feel like the asanas could have gone a little bit slower, and I feel like my language, I feel like it's quite repetitive. And maybe I could develop different ways of saying the same thing. I feel like that's something that I felt like I was saying, like breathe from a breathe breathe in from above and navel to spine. I felt like I was like repeating that quite a lot, and expand your chest, that kind of thing. I felt like there was key phrases that I kept saying, which I need to find different key phrases and maybe practice those so they become like part of my like what I say. I do feel like I on a plus, I do feel like I did keep um reminding Tracy about the breath and the breath work, and managing her breathing appropriately, and kept bringing her back to that. Um, and I know that I did probably more asanas than I should have. I think I put in a balasana and the diamond pose, um, which weren't in my original thing, but I thought, well, we've got a little bit of extra time and just to like calm it down as I was bringing it down. So I did manage to like ad hoc that. So I was keeping an eye on the time as well. And I think the time, I know it was 91 minutes, but I had done a bit of the reflection at the end as well. In terms of showing the positions, um, I felt like I showed the sun salutation well. Um, with the shoulder stand, that was also good, but I didn't then go into the halasana um, pose. So I think in retrospect I could have done that. Um, and I did adjust Tracy during that as well, which is the first time that I've ever actually adjusted anybody in shoulder stand. Um, I do feel like the pace was quite it was quite pacey, so it wasn't boring, and that is something that Tracy also said to me. She said that it was quite different and she didn't get bored of it. Um, and she said that she felt really relaxed afterwards, because I know at the beginning she was yawning and stuff like that quite a lot. And then towards the end she felt really relaxed, and she said that she felt like rejuvenated. Like when she was leaving, she was like, I feel really rejuvenated, and so that's really positive that she did feel like that. So obviously the breath work and everything, and the relaxation and the meditation really helped. So yeah, that's my feedback.